So we got several different things going on today. Thanks for stopping by the channel. We're going to be talking about Hadlee's procedure, the shock collar, dog collars that we got the Gabby and Gracie, and we're going to go out and check on the trap and set the camera up. So hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Gabby. Come here, Gabby. Come here, Gabby. What? What? You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Gracie. Come here, Gabby. Come here, Gabby. Come here, Gabby. Come here. Come here. Okay, you guys probably couldn't hear it, but it started beeping. I'm going to talk to you guys about the collars that we finally got for our two German Shepherds, Gabby and Gracie, and just how well they have responded to the collars. And we'll get in that in just a minute. Okay, let me show you the back porch real quick. I got this done a couple days ago. I haven't shown you guys. I got most of it done. I haven't done this yet. But I put the tin up all the way around. I think it turned out really well for what it is, and it looks way, way better than what was up there. Just the backdrop of the white pixely lumber thing. So check this out. I think it actually looks awesome, especially from what it was. This is what I came up with. The outlet. It's got the extender there, and then brought a piece of trim out and trimmed around there. Yeah, I did on that corner over there too. I gotta come back and get some of this red marker off right there, and you can see a little bit of the white. So what I was thinking, I can get a silver pen and just color that in silver. It won't be a big deal at all. I got the countertops really clean. They used to look like this. I just haven't cleaned this part yet. Okay, so Hope wants to go check the trap for the coyote, and then we're going to set the camera. We haven't got the camera set up. We went and got it from the property. I got to change the batteries out. We got a T-post we're going to set up, and we're going to try to put it over there where it's pointing at the direction of the trap itself, but maybe towards the wood line too. We can see traffic coming back and forth, and hopefully we can see this coyote coming in. Coyotes and some other things. We'll just wait and see what we get on camera. My buddy Bo was going to come over last night, and we were going to try to call some coyotes in, but some things came up, so probably in the near future we might get Bo over here. He's got one of them little predator calls, animal distress and all that coyote call, I guess. I've actually never went coyote hunting before, and I know we have abundance out here on the property, and I think we need to see if we can't get them out here and get them called in and see if we can take care of some of the predators that are stalking the animals. So anyways, with that being said, before we go out there and do all the stuff with the girls, setting up the camera and stuff, I want to show you the wireless system I got for our dogs. We didn't get Lily one, obviously. She's really, really little and she listens really well. But our two guard dogs, Gabby and Gracie, they've had pretty much free range their whole life. And that's good and bad. You know, it's good to let them do what they want, but it's bad too because they can wander up to the road, and we're always keeping an eye on them, make sure they don't do that. As far as my knowledge, I haven't caught any up there, but it's always a possibility, and I wish we would have got this system a long time ago. I didn't even know they had this type of system. I knew they had perimeter fence collars, like you have a little wire that you put up around an area you want, and the animal can't go across it without getting a shock. I had no idea they had like an umbrella electrical radius one where, let me show it to you real quick. So I had absolutely no idea they had a wireless pet containment system is what they call it. It's from let's see here, petsafe.net. And this is not a video. I'm not sponsored by them any means. I paid for the whole system, and I'm telling you what, it works like I've never. I mean, it's amazing. Basically, what you do is you just put the collars on your animals, your dogs, and then you can set the distance, the boundary control. We got it all the way up. We got the boundary all the way up as furthest it will go. I don't have the book on hand right now. You guys can just look these up. But we got the first that can go, and I showed you a little bit of video. They can go pretty much, let's see here. Pretty much they can go between the propane tank and the chicken coop in just a big circle all the way around through the garden, up against the pole barn house over there, and just one big circle. It's half an acre, so they got pretty much a half an acre minus the house to run around and do their thing. And honestly, that's plenty for dogs. That's plenty. And the one thing that I'm excited about this, not only that it's protecting our animals from danger, but it's protecting people from our guard dogs, if that makes sense. We have new neighbors, and our neighbors construction workers are absolutely going to love this, because our dogs were harassing them. They were running over there because they've been used to going over to my uncle used to own that property over there, and they've been used to run over there and getting drink out of the pond, just wandering around chasing the predators off. So it's been a learning curve. A quick learning curve for these for the Gabby and Gracie putting these collars on them, and I'll talk a little bit about that here in a second. But thing is, Gabby and Gracie wouldn't let the mailman out of the truck half the time, the UPS, the Amazon delivery, and that's good and bad. You don't want your mailman getting bit because they're just trying to do their job. And our dogs are very, very intimidating. Very intimidating. As someone, I work for a company that we have to go talk to landowners, and if I rolled up on this house that we live in now, and those two dogs, or even one of the dogs, acted the way they act, I wouldn't even get out of my truck. I would try to call them or leave them a letter, or just leave. End up just leaving if I couldn't get a hold of someone. And that's the nature of it. We've lost packages because they can't get out, and it's not the delivery people's fault. It's our fault as dog owners, I guess. But I have these dogs for a reason. I have them for guard dogs. So I'm kind of mixed emotion on the whole thing. Like, I'm like, oh, good, they didn't let him out. They don't know a mailman from a stranger or trespasser. So to me, they're just doing their job. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there comes to an extent where, like I said, now they're going to have workers over here on my uncle's old property. The new neighbors are building a house. And the dogs actually went over there while they're on their dozers. And that's dangerous. First of all, we don't want the dogs to run over one of our dogs. Second of all, we don't want them to have to worry about our dogs coming over there and biting them. Then we're liable for that. An easy fix would be to spend thousands of dollars putting up a fence all the way around this place. And if we were going to stay here eventually, like I have the material, some of the material that I could have started that, but it's to the point where we're moving. We don't want to do that. And so we went with this option. My buddy Granger from the Smiths showed me this with his dogs. And his dogs, I was amazed by them. I'm like, what are they doing? And I seen a caller. I said, man, you got one of them perimeter fence? He's like, well, it's wireless. And they would go right to the point where it would start beeping. And because it beeps, like beep, beep. And then you go a little bit further, beep, 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 beep. And then it gives them a little shock. There's several settings on this. On these collars, there's several settings on here. I have it on 2. It goes to 6. So 6 being like electric chair. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that leave me comments saying, I can't believe you'd put a shock collar on your animals. It's for their safety and other people's safety more than anything. It's not being mean to them. I'm telling you, they learned their boundaries the first day. They were a little confused at first. And I walked out to the boundary and showed them and got them back. And they really didn't know what was going on. But day 2, day 3, they've had these on for like 4, 5, 6 days now. And I'm telling you, Gabby really wasn't a big deal as far as like running off, but Gracie just runs all over the place like a Tasmanian devil and just tears things up, pulls things in the yard, just being pretty much a puppy still, even though she's 2 years old. I guess a lot of y'all say she's bored. I get it, I guess. But it has changed her attitude of the cat's over there. The cat needs one of these. Tiny! We're going to have to do something about it. I'm about to put that electric fence back up on the chickens because Tiny's over there messing with them. Let me tell Brandy. Brandy, Tiny's attacking the chickens. You need to go put them up. Hi, Hopi. You going to go set the camera up here in a minute? Lily, what are you looking at? What are you looking at, Lily? Anyways, I don't even know what I was saying. Other than the fact that I'm going to get people saying that this is cruel. Why don't you wear that around your neck type of deal. It is what it is. I'll take the comments. I think a lot of you guys understand why we're doing this. Because they don't even get shocked now. Like the first day they got shocked a few times. They learned real quick. Now they know when it beeps twice, that's my boundary. And they literally, I've watched them walk the boundary line all the way around the house. It's actually pretty amazing how quick they learn. But other than that, and it's not, I don't have it on 6, I have it on 2, and it's just a subtle zip. All right, get back. And it's one of the things too, if they run past the boundary, it shuts off. It has a safety mechanism on there where you're not just going to shock the crap out of your dog for 10-15 minutes. No, after it goes so far or so long, it shuts off. I think after like 5 seconds, I think, something like that. But this is another cool feature of this is I could hook this up to my jacker. I have a solar power generator, a jackery that I could hook this up to and take this out to the property where there's no fences. With the new property that we bought, we have no fences. So we can set it up and they'll have a radius that they can stay in on the new property. And I think that is awesome. And this would be good too, like even if you're going camping or something, you set up inside your camper, you can put the radius to 10 feet around your camper, or you can put up to 90 or 100 feet, whatever it is. That's what's so cool about this. Huh? I know. Randy's going out there. Lily will get him. Abe's going to attack him. Tiny's just rolling over there.
No. He likes to kill birds.
And mice. Abe's like, you better get him out of here. So yeah, I told you guys I had a lot of interest in this when I told you guys I showed it the first time. And I told you guys I would show this. I would make a video about it. I'll tell you, I recommend these. And the whole setup for I had to buy an extra collar. It comes with 1 collar. For 2 collars, and this was $400. Like I said, this is not a sponsored deal. I ordered this off Amazon. It was here the next day. And so no more of our German Shepherd guard dogs harassing the neighbors and the workers and the mailman. I mean, this is literally like life-changing because they still will protect the inside of their boundary. That's how awesome it is. And they won't stray far, and we ain't got to worry about them. We can leave them out longer periods of time if we want to. We don't have to worry about them running off. It's just a peace of mind that, you know, we know our animals are going to be safe out here, and we should have got this years ago. I wish I would have known about it a long time ago. Anyways, I'll put a link down below if you are a homeowner or a dog owner and you're interested in this. Like I said, I think for just 1 collar, it was like $270, and then extra collar was $130, so it was like right at $400. It's expensive, but I thought it was well worth it. I know it's well worth it because we've been using it for the last 4, 5, 6 days, and it's doing its job. It's amazing. But anyways, I'm gonna get Hope, and maybe if Hayden wants to go, we're gonna go check the trap, and we're gonna set up that camera, and maybe we can start getting some pictures, and we'll go from there. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of the vlog, and it's just not me talking. I hope you guys like what the outdoor kitchen area is gonna look like. So, or what it looks like. Okay, so Hadlee got up, and I don't know if I mentioned this earlier or not, but we had to take her to the dentist today. If you guys don't know, Hadlee, Hayden got braces, and how long have they had the braces for? 2 years? A year and a half?
Hadley's been off and on for a couple of years. She's had them on and then off.
What about me?
You don't have them braced. Hopefully you don't have to get them.
Just had them for not even a year. They've just been doing dental things for a couple of years.
So Hadlee, if you guys watched older videos, you can see she had to get to a certain age where we can get the braces on her.
Yeah.
And it's been a process. Like, what, 2 years? So you said
yeah.
a 2-year process?
Well, people too, you think braces is just if their teeth are crooked, but hers is actually like her jaw is smaller. So they've been having to like grow her jaw so that her teeth have room.
Yeah,
that's why sometimes teeth are crowded, is because your mouth isn't big enough for all the teeth.
So there's been a process of this, and well, how would you say it? It's way better than what it was.
Well, and
it's still doing it.
It's affected her speech or how she can close her mouth and different stuff. So it's just taking time. You can't just, overnight they can break your jaw and do stuff, but we're doing the more conservative. It just takes years.
So today she had to have I call it like a minor surgery. They went underneath her tongue with a laser.
Her mouth's bloody right now because she just woke up.
We won't show them the hole. Okay?
But no, they gave her like gas to make her just kind of little loopy, and then numbed it. But it's a laser that literally, you can smell it. It's like cauterizing and burning it. But he said that the laser's made out of sapphire. What a Rolex watch is made out of.
It didn't hurt, did it, Hadlee?
He numbed. No, we were holding her hand, and she wasn't even squeezing our hand. Like, they numbed it. It's literally burning it.
She thought it was hurting her. They were just putting gauze around her.
Yeah.
They actually did the laser part. She didn't even know they were doing it.
Yeah. So he said the laser's good because instead of just cutting, when they do use the laser, it's actually burning and healing it as it's cutting through. But all they had to do was release her tongue. Like underneath your tongue, hers was just too tight, and so it's keeping where her teeth are staying back and her jaw isn't able to grow.
So she has a bunch of exercises she has to do with her tongue now.
Yeah.
Because it can grow back.
Yeah, so that's going to be the hard thing between me and her dad. We've got to do exercises for the next 2 weeks to a month just so her tongue keeps that same range of motion. So
and that's supposed to help with her jaw growth and everything else. So you girls ready to go?
So she's just tired.
You girls ready to go?
One time I got my tongue cut.
Yeah, ouch. I remember that. Okay, so we'll keep Hadlee still a little bit out of it. She doesn't really feel like...
She's just tired.
She's tired. We're going to go out there and we're going to set the camera up. And you guys going to ride the go-karts?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go out there and ride the go-karts. We want to give you an update on Hadlee because we always get a lot of questions about Hadlee and things like that. And I don't like to address it quite very often, but she's such a sweet little girl and we want the best for her.
Well, and she doesn't understand. She'll say, "What's wrong with my teeth?" And we've told her, right now it's stuff that bothers her and it's not fun to do. But in 10 years, she's going to appreciate it when everything's perfect. And so
and she doesn't mind to be on camera right now. A lot of you guys said, "Why are you putting her on camera if she doesn't want to be?" They all want to be on camera. Trust me. You okay, Had? Yeah. Let's go outside. Bait's still in there. Just no Cody. I think our best chance, obviously, would be try to call one in whenever boat comes over. But you guys ready to go back up to the house?
Yeah.
All right. Randy, you driving the go-kart?
no.
Get in.
You're gonna beat me? So they want to race. I want to put a little bit of the Cody urine out just to cover our scent. All right.
You don't want to get that mixed up with something.
Oh my gosh.
Off they go.
Off they go. But we're not racing.
Do what, Brandy?
Abe got all white when he was sprinting.
So you see, here he comes.
Good job, baby.
Abe, was he checking on us?
He gets very.
He was real white. Earlier he was just beat red. Like, look at Tiny.
Looks like yellow.
I want to see Abe just pounce on him. Get him, Abe.
Watch. Oh.
That's a decoy, like a possum. Like, oh, I'm just laying over
And
here.
then he gets like.
And then as soon as the chicken comes close,
Gonna
they
pounce.
jumps at him.
He looks like he's gonna pounce.
Brandy, I showed those collars earlier. I was talking to him about how it's not just for the dog safety, but or not just for the people's safety, but for the animal safety too.
Yes.
Aren't you glad we got
I don't know
them?
what you said on there, but.
Just that I talked about it was more for.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's these guys, like it's been delivery guys or construction guys that I've seen be like.
Yeah,
I mean,
wouldn't get out.
If you had a gun on you and some dog attacked you.
Yeah, you had to put
like
him down.
what would you do? They can
See,
be.
Abe. What about what?
Their
Abe?
barks sound pretty
Well,
scary.
now we gotta worry about Abe falling on him. He's the guard.
Abe needs a collar.
Abe, do you need a collar? Hey, Tiny.
We're best buddies.
You guys want to close the video out?
Smash that like button.
Places. Well, also with all the with the vehicles.
Do what?
Well, not just the people being afraid of them, but also I don't want them to get ran over. There's lots
Oh,
more
exactly.
traffic.
They're over there by the dozer and everything else. But we're gonna get off here. What should I do, Hope?
Smash that like button. And subscribe and turn on the notification bell.
That's right. See you, Abe.
And Hadley, what else do they do?
Abe, she says she doesn't really want to.
She said
And-
give me 2 thumbs
Thumbs
up.
up.
And go subscribe to Hate Around and Keep It in Dungeon. Peace.